Hello everyone and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Final Mix on the Sony PlayStation 3. Today folks, we have gotten all the evidence pieces from the last part. So what do we need to do with these evidence pieces? Well, we need to display them to Her Majesty Heartlessness, the card of which that rules this land. Speaking of which, we need to talk to this card to actually start the things off, which really flung me out. However, she has her own evidence, which means we need to do a bit of a luck-based game. Yay! Now, depending on what chest you pick, you'll get a different outcome. And for the most part, 4 of those chests right there are the right ones. 4 of these chests will show up that there's a Heartless. However, one of the chests will say that Donald and Goofy are the culprits. Therefore, Donald and Goofy will not be available in the next battle. But fortunately, I picked correctly. So there we go. And Judge Dredd here is going off a hook, so it's battle time. Right, so if you're wondering what you need to do by here, just listen to the giant big text that's on the screen. What you need to do is ignore the cards entirely. These cards cannot be killed. The most you can do to the cards that are trying to hit you, well, the most you can do is knock them out. And this isn't no Yu-Gi-Oh, son. It's no Magic the Gathering. So what we need to do is basically destroy, wail on this giant tower. Because otherwise the task will be pretty towering over us. Okay, that was a bad one. But either way, just keep whacking the tower on each of the 4 sides. Now, once all 4 major sides of the tower are destroyed, you'll need to wipe out the actual tower itself. And for some reason, it's very glitchy to actually lock on to. I don't know why I've always had issues locking onto the top of the tower here. Yeah, just keep wailing on the tower until it blows up, and when it blows up, well, fun will be had. There we go, finally. It's really glitchy to lock on. I don't know why. I don't remember it being that glitchy in the original version of the game. No matter, we've won. Stop hitting me! Well, she must have been awfully cagey. Oh god, let's get out of this mess so we can actually try and find good old Alice. I wonder where she could have gone to. But first things first, we need to save, because saving is the main thing that I do in this game. I do it a lot. You know, it's always good to save just in case, because you never know what could happen around the corner. You could die and nothing will really happen, because when you die in this game, you restart just at the beginning of the room that you died in. So really, saving is basically there just in case my power went out, like my electric or something. Oh, what's this? It's a rock. Oh yeah, well, you probably guessed what you need to do with this here rock. You need to turn big like before, using the potion flower, and you need to push this rock into that river, which will cause the lily pads to shoot up. Sounds like a rock in time, don't it? But yeah, that's all you need to do, really. It's not too bad, not too bad. And these large bodies are evil, evil enemies. What you need to do with these big guys is basically you need to hit them in the back, because the front side of them... Oh boy! Oh boy! Sure thing, Goofy! The front side of them are just... you don't want to mess with the front of the large bodies. They just bounce off them. You can't do any damage to the front. They are evil enemies. I despise them. And they've been in pretty much every Kingdom Hearts game, and every single Kingdom Hearts game they've been in, I've hated them. So there's that. But anyway, turn huge and push the giant rock into the pool of water, which can actually swim in. The pool of water is extremely shallow, so I have no idea where the rock disappeared to. To another dimension! Woo! Ah, well, I need to sort out my inventory quickly here first. You're gonna see this happen a lot in the game, where you need to sort out your inventory to move on. But hey, grab this apple, eat this apple, and you'll shrink back down in size, allowing you to platform back up. So anyway, when we go back up onto this little platform, this will lead us back not to where we want to go. It doesn't lead us to the area we need to go to next. This will lead us back into the actual castle gardens. The main reason why we want to take this route to go back into the castle gardens is because there's a certain treasure chest that can be found. Right after I show these soldiers what's up. So long, recruit, you are dismissed. But yeah, we need to pop on back up into the castle gardens in order to get hold of a certain fantastic item. And also there's a Trinity mark in here as well if you really need it. I'm not going for all the Trinity marks in the game, I'm just going for what is necessary to really get 100% completion, which is basically all the Dalmatian puppies and basically every world finished. That's pretty much all you need. You don't need too much to beat this game, to be fair. But hey, fantastic. Now those flowers on the left there, if you electrocute those using Thunder, which is an ability I don't think we have quite yet, you'll be able to get an interesting, neat little thingy. But anyway, go by here, open up the chest, and Dalmatian puppies. Like I said, I'm not getting all the Dalmatian puppies in one go. I wish I could. I wish I would. But I didn't. Because it was only until like the very final boss of the game that I decided to turn around and go, I know, I'll complete everything else. So yeah, expect an hour-long video way at the end of the game of me just collecting puppies. They called it puppy love. I call it a menace. But that's just me. Anyway, what we need to do is actually go into quite deep into the jungle up to this segment by here, and well, right around the corner where we found one of the many little evidence boxes, there's actually a way we can go heading into the Tea Party Garden. And if any of you remember Alice in Wonderland, you'll know that Mad Hatter was pretty mad. In fact, there's actually a reason why the Mad Hatter is considered mad, because back in the day, loads of people used to wear leather top hats. And apparently the leather caused some people to go mad. I don't know if it's really like that, if it's true, but hey, I think it's quite interesting. Anyway, it takes me a few seconds to remember exactly what I'm meant to do by here, but what you want to do is actually read that sign. Read the sign. Read the sign. If you want a sign on where to go, read the sign past me. But you need to read the sign and it'll tell you, oh, hello. You'll need to sit down and you'll get rewards. So, just do what the sign says, just find a random seat, sit down, and you get one of 3 rewards, I believe. I believe there's 3 rewards. And for the first one, oh, lots of money. Ooh. And as you see, the more you sit down on the seat, the more happy little pictures of the Mad Hatter and his friend will become. I don't know, I just like this. I just think it's a neat little extra that not many people actually know about. Not many people bother to read this sign and sort of follow up on it. I believe this is the last one. Whee! You healed me! Yay! And we got a nice elixir for that. Elixirs are invaluable items, I have to say. There's nothing much can... Actually, no, give me more items. But yeah, elixirs are invaluable items. They will heal your health and your MP, which means so useful in harder battle. Anyway, this room by here is where we're actually going to activate the boss fight for this world to continue onwards. So, they're hiding somewhere, apparently. And what we need to do is basically there's a couple of torches on the top of the walls here, because as you can tell, we're actually in the bizarre room from previously. The only difference is, now we're on the ceiling. It's like the exact opposite of something that'll floor someone, isn't it? Oh, Christ. But yeah, we're on the ceiling now of this room, so what we need to do is basically clear out all the heartless on this place, and take out the torches. Now you'll see the large bodies, you might see me shooting magic at them. That's because magic is an insanely good way to take out the large bodies, because the large body enemies, like I've already said, you'll bounce off them if you boop them in the front, so boop them in the back or boop them with some fire, and they'll go down no problem. So yeah, just go up to these torches, push the triangle button, and things will light up. It'll be an enlightening experience. Of course, that makes a bigger shadow, lights do, and of course, the bigger shadow you get, the bigger a boss you have. that's not really how it works. It's literally just like these two and the boss fight will activate. But I like to make things sound mysterious. So yeah, when I first played this game, I didn't understand what the hell the treasure cat was going on about. All I know was, well, yeah, they'll appear here, but it'll be somewhere else. What? What he means is it'll be in the same room, but it'll be in the other version of the same room. Christ, that's convoluted. That's more convoluted than the plot of Kingdom Hearts as a whole, and that's saying something. Oh boy. But anyway, we're about ready to fight the first, well, the second major boss, I'd say. Like, the first major boss was the Gardam, and the boss before that was a recurring boss fight that I don't really consider major because he's weak as all hell. So let's save the game one last time for this world and head on back into the bizarre room. How bizarre is this level, I tell you. Okay, so let's check out what's going on top of this here table and see what's happening. Talk to the treasure cat whenever you want the boss fight to actually begin, and there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, gentle people, meet the Trick Master. Now the Trick Master is a very awkward boss to deal with for one very particular reason. His hitbox. You cannot hit him on the legs, you cannot hit him on the feet, because he will basically just not get affected by you. You need to try and clip him at the very top, well, the very bottom of his actual body itself, which means jump up and at the highest peak of your jump, push the attack button. It's actually a very awkward boss fight to deal with, and it can take some time. However, it is quite an easy boss, and I've never really died to it, to be honest. And if you ever have much of a trouble, I suppose you could jump on the table as well to gain yourself a little bit of a boost. Now, this boss, one of the best things about this boss fight is the fact you can actually parry this guy. Despite his name, he's not very tricky in the slightest. You can just parry him, and when you parry the boss, he'll actually be stunned for a set amount of time. Now, it is pretty luck based on how much you parry him, because it's luck based on when he's going to actually try and hit you, but if you pull it off, he'll get stunned for a few seconds, allowing you to get a lot of easy hits in, which is going to do quite a bit of damage. Unfortunately, I can't tell how much damage I'm actually doing to this guy for one reason: we don't have health bars unlocked yet. Which I think is a stupid thing. Why do you have to unlock the ability to see the enemy's health? It just doesn't make sense. Come on. I mean, in real life you wouldn't be able to tell an enemy's health, but that's real life, it's not a video game. And even then you can tell how much damage you're doing to someone just by looking at their face. Oh, is his eyes swollen? We're doing good damage to him. Unfortunately, this is a video game, and these things don't happen in video games. Although as time goes on, he will slowly gain a bit more of an arsenal, and he's carrying juggle things, you know, those things jugglers usually use to juggle with. Basically, he's carrying those, and after a while he's going to start setting them on fire. And what is that? Well, he's about to do it now, actually. And what does it mean when he sets things on fire? Well, it basically does the exact same thing, just it's now flammable. Flammable! But yeah, just keep whacking on him until he dies. He does more damage when he's in fire mode, as I like to call it, but seriously, he's pathetic. Just keep wailing on him until he goes down. Also, you can feel free to try and use the ice attack. I think it does more damage to him than a normal attack, but I could be wrong. I don't think fire does much damage to him at all though, so don't bother with a fire attack, because obviously it looks like he's more of a fire element himself, because he uses fire on his sticks. Just be careful, because I think you can also shoot out fireballs at you, which they do home in on you, but you do need to be a pretty far away to actually get them to home in, so just be careful. And don't be afraid to use the health, power-up, items, potions, and so on, because obviously at this point in the game, it's very likely you still get onto low health. I mean, it's easy enough to beat this guy without dying, but
It's always good to take a little bit extra time to prepare, to be prepared. Be prepared, as a certain lion once said. But anyway, there he goes. Bye-bye, Trickmaster. You're quite a tricky trickster to take care of, but unfortunately for you, I'm even trickier. Do you like my trick? Trick or treat, son? That's the trick. Sorry, that's the last trick pun I'm making. Looks like we tricked him off. Come on, that was good. Anyway, we get a nice item for that as well.
What a racket. How's a doorknob to get any sleep?
And that, folks, is the first world officially cleared. What do you mean officially cleared? Well, you have to lock each of the worlds after you go to them. If you haven't locked a keyhole in the world yet, you haven't finished the world and you will be going back there at a later time. So that's all I'm going to say about that for now, and the plot will actually explain everything about the locking of the keyholes as time goes on. But for now, we're going to return to the save point and return to the ship. So with that, folks, hope you all enjoyed. If you enjoyed, don't be sheepish, people, and I'll catch you all next time in part 9, where we take on the next world of the game, the Olympus Coliseum. Thanks for watching, people. See you then. Bye!